What's going on, everybody? Y'all now tuned into the Slide We Trust TV. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to all my viewers. And shout out all the slimes in attendance. Drop those fucking snakes in the chat for me right now. Anyways, y'all, I got some tea for y'all. Y'all not gonna wanna miss. So sit back, get comfortable. Today we got Chrisean Rock exposing Blueface for flying right to Miami where she was at last second while he already got something going on with, other females, and also not telling his probation. Chrisean Rock's exposing him for being allegedly emotionally damaged or something of that nature. Then we got Chrisean Rock responding after that to the rumors about her being under investigation for her ex-boyfriend, alleged baby daddy, Ronny Doe. So y'all ready, gang? We gonna dive into this head first. My bad for the delay, everybody. I was just on a FaceTime call with my daughter. So we gonna start it off with this video right here, y'all. This is her addressing Blueface about how he flew to Miami to go see her with no permission, nothing. Let's check it out, y'all.
Across the country. I get my life together. I disassociate myself.
Stop.
I moved across the country. I get my life together. I disassociate myself from drama, all types of stuff. For you to still be trying to risk your life, your freedom, to be next to me. You was not supposed to come to Miami. Why? You're on probation. I thought you was with someone else. I thought this and this and that. Now you pretending to the whole world someone that you're not. For the sake of your freedom? No, I don't think so, bro. Let's just call it for spade, bro. You don't have that control over me. I won't allow you in certain places of my life and in my brain. And yeah, you're trying to do that with the next female, and it's not working out. As much as you're trying, you're actually hurting that person so bad, because that person, everybody know who you really in love with.
Ooh.
For real.
Crabfest is back at Red Lobster. With
She
more ways
said
to
everybody know who you really in love with. What the hell? I never seen an ad on a show.
Because I knew, like, when you're running like that, risking your freedom, something's wrong in your heart and your mental. That's me literally checking on you because I actually love you for who you is. I don't need no money, I don't need no clout or no controversy, bro. Come on, Blue. Wake up, bro.
Listen to her.
You gonna be 40, then you wanna put it all together, bro? You're already 40.
She said you already 40.
What's up? Let's go get an island. You geeking. I moved across the country. I get my life together. I disassociate myself.
What y'all think about that, chat? It sounds good, but when you had him fly to Miami, you was actually all over him. Before we get to the other rant where she's responding to the Ronny Doe rumors, this is when Blueface got to Miami. I guess she was out there training for boxing, stuff like that. Little clip. Pushed the coach right to the side and took over. The coach on the sideline watching. So this is what he did when he went to Miami. Allegedly, she's saying he didn't get no permission, none of that from parole. This is them again on the beach in Miami. Oh, gotta mute that. So all that stuff she said, yeah, it sounds good. So he dropped everything he was doing, flew to Miami for this. She's saying there's something emotionally wrong going on. Who knows? Now let's get to the next video. She's responding to the rumors about Ronny Doe. Y'all ready, chat?
I want that gift. I don't want that gift. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting attacked 3 different ways. Like, first of all, these are signs that I know I'm getting closer to God and that I need to stay focused and I need to back up from things. First, my homegirl, I love her dear to my life. I love her. Okay.
Put your mouth around it.
I'm about to block the gifts. But anyway, these are 3 things. First, her name is Z.
Somebody said just turn the volume down. That would be smart.
She's my best friend. She gave me these things called the evil eye. The evil eyes are supposed to protect you, and I just knew, like, no. What you got there, that's not even
Somebody else said, which is messed up, take care of Junior with it.
Throw that out the window. Throw it out the window. Boom. We continue with our day. My baby died. Not like that, but he's blowing up my phone.
The gift, somebody said go buy a new tooth with it. Oh shit. Sorry to interrupt it, but
I'm trying to figure out, what do you want? What do you need? What do you want from me? What do you need from me? A headline, controversy. But it's deeper than that. You know why I say it's deeper than that? Because nobody risking their life and freedom for a headline or controversy. Ask his probation. Is he supposed to be anywhere without permission? They're going to say no. You think he got permission in 30 seconds to come to Miami? No, he didn't.
So why the hell are you ragging this dude out? Do you know that he can still get in trouble even after the fact, especially when it's all over social media and you know, going at a probation officer for not doing anything about it, saying you think he got permission on the last 30 seconds? Like, you don't want this man to violate his parole anyway, so why you even
deeper than
bringing
that.
that up?
It's deeper than clicks. It's deeper than views. I'm just trying to get down to the nitty gritty, but this is what I need to do. I need to run. There's a lot of evil after me, bro. Just like those little evil eyes that she gave me and I threw them out the window, I was supposed to throw my phone out the window. When Blueface started blowing up my phone saying, I'm finna be in town, I'm risking my life and my freedom to come see you, I just need to talk to you, I should have just...
By the way, guys, just so y'all know, this is the newest video, the newest response she's made so far. Now she's talking about Blueface coming to Miami, dropping everything he did.
Threw it out the window, chat. I'm telling you. Then on top of that, boom, they talking about Quran, yada, 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 open investigation. Bro, that got nothing to do with me. His death has nothing to do with me. Yes, he made my life about him. Why? Because he needed money. He was desperate. But guess what? He was high. He was on perks. He was on Molly. He was on lean. He was drinking. Where was his parents then? Where was his family then? Nobody was holding Quran accountable. Falsely claiming my son while high as fuck. Nobody held him accountable. Nobody was trying to save him before he died. Nobody was trying to save Quran before he died, bro. Because you sit over there, you act like y'all wasn't trafficking the drugs through his basement, which was his grandma, his...
Y'all listening to this chat? I ain't hearing none of this stuff. She's putting it all out there now.
Mom basement. Like, y'all keep trying to put this narrative out, and then I keep being quiet because I low-key love Quran, and I got respect for his family. But when
you
y'all
low-key love him, but you just called him a perk head, molly head, etc. on drugs. That was kind of a mouthful to say about somebody that's not here anymore and went out the way he did.
Trying to, like, really say what really happened, say what's really going on, that's what's making me mad for real, because I'm sitting at the gym. I lie to you not. I'm sitting at the gym. I answer my phone. I tell him come in.
What's going on, my boy, mama that raised me? The question is, though, why did she start to follow Christ all of a sudden? some people saying she's following Christ and she went gospel is because she's got a lot of demons in her closet. Does that make sense to you? Look what, I don't want to be judgmental, but obviously she wasn't living right or carrying herself right. How the pregnancy came out. You was drinking, allegedly smoking. Now the baby's got a couple, problems, slow learning. Like, I see lots of karma, lots of stuff.
Investigators, they're like, hey, we know you didn't do it. We got his phone, yada yada yada. We're recording this. Yeah, record it all. Record it all. Because y'all need to put the end to it. Y'all need to find out who really killed that man. I'm tired of that.
I gotta make two freaking a YouTube where I can invite people. This YouTube I can't invite people unless you join my Discord and the live chat, and then I can have your voice on here.
I keep trying to everybody riding on my coattail for controversy. Yes, it's getting on my nerves. My child father, he's hurt about something, bro. He's hurt that I left him when he was in jail. He wanted me to stay in the house. He wanted me to stay in the house when I was pregnant. He wanted me to be there for him when I couldn't be there for myself. He wanted too much for me when I was pregnant.
This is the realest thing she said. And mama that raised me, it's not like StreamYard where I can invite people, drop the link, have them in the waiting room. I gotta set it up like that before I start the stream. But this is like the realest thing I heard her say right here.
It's hurt that I left him when he was in jail. He wanted me to stay in the house. He wanted me to stay in the house when I was pregnant. He wanted me to be there for him when I couldn't be there for myself. He wanted too much for me when I was pregnant. He wanted too much, bro. My baby dad, Blue, he wanted too much, bro. I had enough. I couldn't do what he wanted me to do, bro. Okay, I chose myself. I got in the gym. I got my life right. My son, he's going to be walking. He's going to be talking at his own pace. But for everybody to sit here like, I'm not getting attacked is crazy. I'm getting attacked from 3 different things, maybe 4. Like, when my homegirl passed me the evil eye, I just knew something was off. Like, it wasn't because of her, but I just know, okay, evil finna start knocking.
Exactly. Like, for her to start serving Christ, I think the whole timing of it was weird. It wasn't before you had your baby. You know what I mean? You was consuming alcohol. You was still being, very obnoxious. It was after you had your baby, after the death of your ex-boyfriend. Maybe it's trauma. Who knows? I'm not here to judge because everybody has their own reasons. Hopefully it is for the right reason.
Looking at my door. I'm talking about banging like, pretending something that it's not. Like, I could literally cry right now.
Now listen, some people think she's lying.
My heart is so big. I love God. I love really hard. But for you to get on a flight, for you to risk your life, your freedom, and for it to be another narrative that have nothing to do with what happened, it's crazy. Then all these trolls keep talking about Quran. He's dead. He is dead, bro. Y'all never asked me that one time, how did I feel about it? Did it hurt me? Did it move me? At that point, I already stopped loving him. Not like that. When he died, I had no feelings in my body because it was like that person was trying to kill me before he left. Real shit. He really was. He was trying to diminish my character, my image. He was trying to clout chase off my...
That sounds like that might be another motive right there. Trying to diminish your image, trying to unalive you, you saying...
son that I love the most. Like, people be doing stuff and don't know what be actually the after effect. What? All y'all sound dumb, bro.
Yep.
All y'all sound dumb, bro. Like,
I'm gonna try to invite after
this. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of evil attacking me at one time, bro, and I don't fuck with it, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I'm in the gym. I got a fight coming up. I'm traveling for stream. My baby dad pop up at the fucking airport. I went to sleep, chat. I could show y'all my messages. I went to sleep, chat. When he said he's not coming, I went to sleep. I didn't say nothing after that. You know what he said? I land at 5. Am I bringing the car seat? All right. I gotta go. I gotta go to the hospital and support. Somebody I love is in the hospital and it's fucking me up.
Toxic relationship, that's for sure. She's over here ragging on Blueface because he went to go visit her in Miami without telling his parole, officer and all that. Then she's responding to the rumors about Ronny Doe. It's a mess. Oh, y'all want to see some of these comments? Let's see what the people are saying real quick. Come on, man.
The gifts.
They're saying Blueface might be addicted to that clout, that dynamic duo together with them, always being in the blogs, stuff like that. And he went out there for a narrative or a headline because Chrisean Rock is hot right now with this Ronny stuff, with the just everything going on. Oh yeah, we're gonna read the comments. Ready? And MFs say she's not a rat. Snitched on Blueface again. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, she's pretty much telling his PO officer. This is nothing new. There's a video full of her being a rat, snitching on a dead man, and why you never showed a proper DNA test of who the real daddy is. Now, that's another thing, mama, that raised me, that I got a problem with. And I brought more of this up in my other video if you check my other video. Now, the thing with Ronny that I didn't find out till recently was that man went to get a court-ordered DNA test, and he told Chrisean on Monday that it was court-ordered for Friday. By Wednesday, this man was allegedly unalive and shot 10 times in his car. And the feds are calling it a targeted hit. Means pretty much he was targeted for cash, whatever. So that's very suspect to me. And then after that, she still don't produce the DNA test. The least you could do to shut up everybody that's talking is show the DNA test. But we already all know the truth. That baby looks exactly like Ronny. I think this whole thing, it was a plot. Like, Blueface even made a tweet and said, "I'ma be real, this is not my son. Rest in peace, Ronny, and I'm not going with this plot no more." I showed y'all the tweet in my last video, that also. Now, when she was pregnant and her pregnancy was her peak, they were on Bad Girls Club, they were on No Jumper. This is when she was allegedly drinking in every interview and segment. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people saying, would she have threw that all away just for a father who really wanted to be there? But no clout, no fame, because without Blueface, she probably would have never got to the level she was at. But let's read these comments. Yeah, this is weird too. That stuff she's talking about with the evil eye, she knew it was evil, so she threw it out the window. Then she had bad luck the whole day after that. What about if it was really good and you threw it out the window and cursed yourself? Because if you threw it out, why is the bad luck still coming? That really didn't make much sense to me. Somebody's saying, stop saying God's name to cover your stuff. It's clear now. Clout chasing is trying to get you. This person's too graphic. If it's not his son, then why didn't you just provide the blood DNA? What are you hiding? Why don't you shut everyone up and post the results to the internet? Oh, that's right. You can't, because it'll prove he's not Blue's kid. Next comment, and she's not freaking out. She's tired of people spreading lies of her name and herself. She's tired of the haters lying on her name and dragging it. Her supporters have told her and her coach she needs to start taking names down, get a lawyer, and sue the people spreading lies. Whack 100 said she can't sue because it's the truth. That's what he was saying on Clubhouse that I showed in my last video. First of all, your son is about to be 3. Just admit you damaged him and get him the therapy he needs. Stream that instead of yourself. You'll get more views and possibly support if you show the right things. You're so in denial about the condition, it's sickening. Now, that's another thing I want to say that's a red flag to me that I noticed about her. Like, when a mother is 100% in tune with her child and just taking care of her child, like when she first had her baby, like I said, the peak of her career, she was doing everything but pretty much playing with her child. From what we seen, who knows what happened behind the scenes. But every time you'd see him just crying in the background, sitting in the crib. Only person I seen even like trying to move and play around with him was Blueface. She's going informant, speaking out again to get the heat off herself, telling now Blueface risked his freedom, still lying about who her BD is, telling Ronnie's business about drugs, knowing he's not here to defend that if it's a lie, and crying for sympathy and playing a victim. That's true. Like, if you really love that person and he's not here to defend himself anymore, if you really didn't have nothing to do with his death, there's no need to put him down and say he was on perks, he was on Molly, he was on this before he died. Right or wrong? He was doing this out his basement. Now, if that baby looked more like Blueface, then okay. Maybe the dude's reaching for clout and stuff, but Maury would say you are not the father. Falsely claiming your son. Did you do a DNA test? Nope. At his own pace, so she's really not gonna put him in therapies. Like I was saying in my last video too, the only people that could show the DNA test would have been her and the father who paid to get one that was court ordered, which was Ronny Doe. But he ended up passing away before he could do that. Do you guys see how he would have been like a stop sign to her career? Then Blueface would have left her. Everything would have went downhill from that. I even remember when she was pregnant, she was with Blueface on the show. They did a lie detector test together. Do you guys remember that? They were hooked up to a lie detector test. And one of the questions was, did you have any intimacy while pregnant with Blueface's kid? And she couldn't even answer that. She couldn't say no. She had to take the things off. Right from then, I knew she was no good. Blueface was pissed about that. That's when he started wanting a DNA test. Chrisean should have listened to Lame Face when he wants her to stay inside while pregnant. A pop out here and there would have been fine, but she was outside during her entire pregnancy. She was too worried about the party life instead of the well-being of her unborn child. Welp, she about to call his parole officer. That ain't no joke. This the type of woman you stay far away from. What's going on, chat? You think she got that good box from Baltimore? Or do you think Blueface is just addicted to that clout? The dynamic duo. The new age Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. Blueface and Bluetooth. Look, she was twerking on Blueface like a day ago. That's another video that happened in Miami. I didn't bother to show it because it was a little graphic. She's throwing it back on Blueface in the club. He wanted too much. Stay inside while pregnant, some girls saying. And being a normal pregnant person. I'm not too much. That's why the baby looked the way he do and doesn't walk, talk, or do a damn thing. That's cold, chat. Oh, so let me see. If I wanted people to join my live, I think I would have to set it up in the beginning because this isn't StreamYard. Or for those who don't know, you can always join my Discord. Join this, I'll hear it, and then you can talk at any time through the background, and I'll be able to hear you. Yeah, I think the baby looks more and more like Ronnie every day. Wow, mama that raised me, that's dope. You had 80 people at one point. That's good. I was looking at the Nancy Grace case too. It's the 6 month anniversary since that 84-year-old woman has been missing. And that case is crazy because she's 84 years old. Like, who would kidnap an elderly woman at that age, 84? Didn't leave no ransom note behind. Didn't take no jewelry. Didn't take nothing. Like, it's crazy. I think it might have been another targeted hit allegedly. Yeah, because it's not making sense. If you going that far to take her and not take anything, it's either a ransom or you was paid. You know what I mean? To do something. That could be possible too. That's like the other explanation that I think has the littlest possibility is that the family did it for their alternative reasons, maybe to sell the house, maybe because allegedly, and this is just theories people brought up, the other sisters, what do you call it? Like the takes care of her, the caretaker. So some people say she could have got fed up with that. They could have wanted to sell the house, and that may be why one of the notes said, she's buried with nature now. Like, who sends in a letter after the victim passes away? Usually, you want to the less words, the less fingerprints. You know what I'm saying? That's another fingerprint putting that out there. So that don't make a lot of sense. But I was thinking, yeah, her daughter's very high places, know a lot of high people. She works on a Today Show. You know what I'm saying? There's a theory I really want to talk about. I probably save that for another video. How if you look this up, Nancy Guthrie was kidnapped one day after the Epstein files was released. Now I want you to sit on that. Now, a year prior, her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, who all these notes are addressed to, looks like they're attacking, brought on Epstein victims to the Today Show and interviewed them. Okay? So if they wanted to get at Savannah Guthrie for that, revenge, get back at her, possibly, and this is a possibility. My thing is, why hasn't none of the feds, the police, brought this up but mentioned every other possibility? And maybe it makes me think even more that it might be something going on like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much BS. Nobody knows nothing. It's like it's like you look at Epstein allegedly. The most safest jail in the world, Guantanamo Bay. Two guards in the front desk. Supposed to have a guard in your cell with you and the camera on at 24 hours. You know what happened? Both the guards at the front desk happened to fall asleep, allegedly. The camera went out from a power outage. They were supposed to put another guy in his cell, which they never did, so he was by himself. And allegedly, they're saying he took his own life, but there's no cameras and nothing to show it. So some people think he could have been escorted out. Now, I say that to say this: the man got, you know, high, powerful people in high places. Unless they just took him out because he knew too much. But y'all know what I'm saying? Did anybody ever think of that? Do y'all guys think it's not weird that okay, everybody's thinking okay, it's not really for the mother. She's never did anything. She don't have the millions. It's most likely for Savannah. You know what I mean? When she went back to this Today Show, he even wrote another letter like he was trying to scare her away. But anybody ever think like they attacking her for doing those interviews on Epstein recently? And then the files got released the 31st. Her mom was kidnapped February 1st. Now, if anybody wants to do a chat on that, let me know in the comments. If anybody wants to do a panel or anything, let me know. I'm open to talk. We'll probably have one too, and we'll have people call in and talk. Yes, it is. There's also blood at the front. A lot of stuff that makes me question this case. If you was taking this elderly lady for ransom, first of all, why is there blood on the front? Second of all, why'd you come with a weapon hanging on the front of your waist? Cowboy style. Okay, that could have been to save her, but it's a lot of red flags. And then her bleeding, that looks like you hit her with something, to be honest. Never took a picture to show that she was alive and well for the ransom. You know what I'm saying? Which is the most important thing. Never left a letter behind, a pre-made letter, which you planned everything else out, right? To get dressed good, to knock out the cameras, to get away. Come on, you telling me this wasn't a hit? It is. So I see everybody mention every single thing in the world. To old roommate she had living there, to the gardener, but I haven't seen not one person talk about what Savannah Guthrie has did on the Today Show in front of millions, which was interview Epstein victims. Now, do you think that could be a motive to the right person? Possibly if they bringing up gardeners, and if a gardener is gonna do it, and a roommate, and you know what I'm saying? So they can't get Savannah. Allegedly, maybe they go after the mother. Now, why do I also say this? Because you know what Savannah did recently? She has stopped working. She took another leave from the Today Show for some reason. And nobody knows why. She went back, said she's ready to work, and now she just left again. Why is that? Also, the note stopped. Remember that? There was the ransom letters. Made it look like a ransom. They stopped. Then she goes back to work, and then the note came back. They trying to scare her off the show. What is it? Because I'm not seeing it. It's not about money. Because there's a reward. You didn't ask for no money. You didn't take nothing. You know what I mean? An old lady, they got jewelry. They got everything in there. A lot of things ain't right. Especially how the guy moved. It's like he moved like he was a Fed. You know what I'm saying? The only one that can outsmart the Feds is the Fed. They know how they know how they think. They know how they smell. You know what I'm saying? They know how they move. Another JFK. But yeah, so it's a lot of weird stuff going on with that. Also, why send the letters to TMZ and say don't call the cops or she's done? Well, shouldn't you send the letter right to Savannah? Now you look like you could be one of these people trying to make cash who just sent a tip in to TMZ saying you got her with no proof. Why not contact Savannah directly, which I'm sure you can get her info, and say I'm the one, blah blah blah. Something's not adding up. It's like they want the world to know that somebody's looking for a ransom for this. Like, oh, maybe this was just over a ransom. Was it really? Or are they trying to cover it up? Just like they covered up when them two cameras went out in Guantanamo Bay and them two guards fell asleep at the same minute. You smell me? I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. That's for sure. You fool me once, you ain't gonna fool me twice. Gov.gov. Alien Gov. Alien.gov. Yeah, I got my eye on y'all. I'm telling y'all, you guys better stay woke. It's a war out here, physically and spiritually now. The spiritual veil is getting thinner and thinner. We seeing these orbs now. A lot of crazy things going on in the world. Just gotta say, God bless everybody. I'm out of here. We'll be back with another update. We cover everything. Yeah, Chrisean Rock exposed Blueface. Chrisean Rock responds to the rumors. So, like I said, we might do a Nancy Guthrie video also. If y'all want it, let me know in the comments. That's a case that interests me. I can see myself covering. You already know what's going on, Kim. Long time no see. How you been? That's a very interesting case, though. I like cases you gotta think. You know what I mean? You gotta use common sense. The D4VD case, I knew from day one that man was 101%. You know what I mean? Allegedly involved. I can't believe they even let the man walk around for as long as he did. You know what I mean? Go out of state, go on tour. Like I said in previously videos, something of a crime that heinous found in your trunk, your personal belongings, registered and insured to you, you should be locked up until you're proven innocent. You know what I'm saying? Not free until you're proven guilty when the shit was found in your trunk. Come on now. But it's all about this, the money. That was one of us. That was one of us. We would have been in there since day one. So yeah, we're gonna go live in a few too. Y'all want to talk about the Nancy Guthrie case? I gotta check my alert soon. Ain't you supposed to get super chat and all that at 3,000 hours? I got over 3,000 watch hours, but it's I don't know. It won't let me set up membership. We would be screwed for what? Oh, would you say Karen Reed, Massachusetts? You know I'm a few minutes from Massachusetts. I actually gotta go to Mass right now to go to the dispensary. Yeah, Trump's about to ramp. Oh, exactly. Yes, we would. Trump's about to ramp up the war in Iran too. Them guys are hard headed. Trump stopped the missiles because he felt bad. You know, he was demolishing everything. As soon as he stopped, these guys like shoot down a boat or a chopper. You know, and then they hit Saudi Arabia. So now Trump got to ramp it all back up. Alex Jones says he thinks in a 50% chance that the next year that one of the big guys will be dropped. Let's hope not. But we got Russia allegedly getting another 10,000 troops from North Korea to help fight Ukraine. We got allegedly China. They're saying helping Iran with a bunch of missiles that's coming through and drones. Trump ain't happy about that. It's literally a world war right now, chat. But y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay true to yourselves and what y'all believe into, and everything gonna be alright. So, let me see. If anybody ever wants to join the background chat, go to the Discord. Let me see. Who's John O'Keefe? Who's that, chat? Oh, 16-year veteran. What made you bring this up? John O'Keefe was a 16-year veteran of the Boston Police Department whose death in January 22 sparked a high-profile criminal case involving his girlfriend, Karen Reed. Alternatively, John O'Keefe, who is also the name of the American-British neuroscientist who won the 2014 Nobel Prize for discovering place cells in the brain. Background and death. Heard a phone ringing. Career and family. Worked 16 years with the Boston Police Department and raised his need for nephew in Canton, Massachusetts. Incident. Found dead at age 46 in the snowbank outside a fellow officer's home in Canton, Massachusetts on 29/22 after dying from blunt impact head injuries and hypothermia. Ouch. The trial. His girlfriend, Carol Reed, was accused of striking him with the SUV. Dang. So he died outside a fellow officer's home, but she's the one that hit him? That's a little weird. Who's that guy to you? Why'd you tell me to read that for? You know them or something? Kanika, the cops are so corrupt. Oh, I see. That happens all the time, brother. Cops kill people all the time for messed up reason. Say they pulling stuff out they pockets, whatever. They drop you in bad neighborhoods. They put their hands on you. Oh, I know the chat be crazy. All right, gang, we're gonna cut this one short. Make sure y'all have your notifications turned on. We'll be live again soon with another update, depending what's going on. Also, soon, whoever got the most points at the end of the month is going to be getting a prize. You get points from talking and watching the streams. Or you can play some slots. Let go. Alright, peace out, everybody. Peace out, Kim. Nice
Leo.
seeing you. Peace out, Dragonfly, everybody. Don't forget, hit that like button for me. And if y'all ain't subscribed yet, make sure y'all subscribe. We trying to get that YouTube button. That's my goal. That's the new goal for the year 2026. We trying to get that play button. So I can hang that right on the parlor wall. Bam. Right there. Bam. Maybe I'll go hang it in my mama's house. Alright, gang, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all soon.